30 Odd Minutes is sponsored in part by Digital Dowsing. Who are you powered by?
For the next 30 minutes, we will explore the unexplained. From mysteries beyond our galaxy to ghostly phenomena in our own backyard. We will dive into our psychic abilities and explore everything from conspiracies to the just plain weird. Welcome to 30 Odd Minutes. If the truth is out there, we will find it. But only by sheer accident.
All right, welcome to 30 Odd Minutes. We're live from the 3rd Annual Michigan Paranormal Conference at the Kewadin Casino. Thank you guys for coming. We've got an awesome panel for you, starting all the way at the end. Dave Schrader from Darkness Radio. One of the most prolific authors of the paranormal. She's been doing it a long time and written about just about everything weird under the sun. Rosemary Ellen Guiley. From Ghost Hunters and Ghost Hunters International, Kris Williams. From Sci-Fi's Haunted Collector, and of course the guy that's been doing this, demonologist extraordinaire for longer than all of us, Zaffis. And this guy right here is the great-great-grandson of H.H. Holmes, the most prolific serial killer in American history. Ladies and gentlemen, Jeff Mudgett. Author of the book Bloodstains, which we're going to Jeff tomorrow. Okay, folks, 30 Odd Minutes takes place each week. We fly in a spaceship called the Mothership, and we cross space and time to bring you the weirdest, wildest paranormal stories from across time and space. Now, I have a crew, and the crew is hovering outside. It's cloaked. That's why you didn't see the UFO over the parking lot. And I'm going to check in with them live via an uplink, see how they're doing. Guys, you there? Guys?
Hey, Jeff, we get the Mothership hanging over Sault Ste. Ready for tonight's mission.
All right, guys, tonight's mission, we're looking for a cryptid called the Yooper.
Yooper? Never heard of that one. Do you have any reliable witnesses there, Jeff?
Guys, anyone here heard of a Yooper? Seen a Yooper? Hands?
Looks like you set us down in a good place, Jeff. Okay, we'll get right back to you.
All right, guys, thanks. They're going to be doing some research. We are looking for the Yooper tonight. It's going to be a cryptid. I think we are in a good area. Guys, have you heard of the Yooper? Heard of it, okay. Well, we're going to learn more as we go on. All right, tonight we want to talk about what's real. What is reality? Because when we're dealing with the paranormal, first there's a story, or there's something that happens. And either way, a story gets involved. And so, John, let's start with you. Talking about an object, there's always a story behind it, right? It's never just, here's the remote control, haunted by Uncle Larry, right? What point does the story make you say there's something to this?
Usually the crazier it gets, the more I think it's bizarre, and the more crazier the stories get, the better it sounds. There it goes.
Like the microphone when it's on.
When the microphone is turned on. Is this haunted?
It could be. Kris, what about you? When you're working on the shows, and what's believable when you're hearing about some of these haunted legends?
Honestly, I don't really believe anything until stuff starts happening. And it's not that I think that clients are crazy, it's just more or less like, sometimes you can go in there and you can figure things out right away, and other times you get surprised by shadow figures and doors moving and voices. So it really just depends on the location.
Right. And Rosemary, I know you've worked on tons of stuff, from fairies to cryptids, Ouija boards, etc. Some of these things are stories that go back many generations, centuries, even millennia sometimes. What is it about those stories that go way back that just speak to our primal parts of us? I mean, how embedded can these stories get?
Very. if you look at history, there are patterns of experiences that are very consistent over thousands of years. And we have those same experiences today. We just put different descriptions and labels on them. And I do have to agree with John that sometimes the weirder things are, the more believable they are. But then I've had a lot of those things happen to me, so I know they're real.
And Dave, I know on your radio show, each and every night, people are calling in with their experiences. And, you know, at what point does reality and the story start to mix? And does it make the water muddy for you when you're trying to say, do I keep this person on the line? Do I let them share their tale, or is this just getting too weird? What's your BS meter?
You know what I found is, in doing the show for 7 years, sometimes the stories that sound the most insane, the ones that I'm rolling my eyes at and shaking my head at Tim, we get off the air, and those are the stories I get the most email about, where I get people telling me, thank you so much for having that topic covered, because I've had this experience my entire life and I felt alone. And I get 20, 30 emails, and I'm thinking, really? You've had little fairies appear on your counter and take your cookies and plant them in the garden and then leave you notes. Yeah. Okay. Right? Who am I to judge when all of a sudden hundreds of people are having this experience? So I've learned as it goes along, sometimes, as I said, the weirder the story is, the more people it's touching around the world, and it's an experience that's being shared. Real or not, it's real to the person that's having that experience.
All right, now, Jeff Mudgett, your story is a little different because we have real history. And talk about what you went through the moment you heard that your great-great-grandfather, your blood, shared with this prolific serial killer. What was that moment like for you when the story, the history, became your reality?
Yeah, the exact moment I probably will never forget it, Jeff. And it feels like an energy going through me. It's not a vision, it's not a voice, it's not a ghost floating across the room. It's an energy that I felt that there was no doubt in my mind there was something actually there, and I wanted to tell the world that.
And has it been hard to kind of dig up some? I mean, this is as dark a family secret as it gets. I mean, is it healing for you to kind of keep sharing this story, or is it bringing up dark stuff? What's going on?
No, exactly. When I first started putting the story together, most of my family refused to talk to me. They actually thought that I should be disowned from the family, except my mother. Mom stuck with me through it all. And as I've been able to tell the story and explain to the world that even with this in our background, my family are good, strong people. Now my family has come over and they understand the value of telling that story to show the world that we make choices in life. It's not who we're born. It's not our genes. It's not the chromosomes. It's the choices you make in life.
Right. Very good. All right. Speaking of choices, Lauren Coleman, who I know is trying desperately to get here, I'm not sure what the status is, cryptozoologist making a choice to study the unexplained, animals, things like that. Fortunately, I can get Lauren Coleman here by proxy, and I present to you the 30-odd minutes one-question interview.
One-question interview. We're here with Lauren Coleman, renowned author and cryptozoologist. And Lauren, this is your one-question interview. Do you ever think we'll really find compelling evidence of the existence of Bigfoot?
I'm not sure. That we could not. We need to really keep looking deeply and thoroughly for these creatures. Some people actually say that they see them. We need to investigate those cases. We need to look for physical material evidence.
Thank you, Lauren Coleman. It's never when you're looking, is it? It's always behind you. And Rosemary, what do you think? Is Bigfoot just blurry? That's why he just looks that way?
I think Bigfoot is interdimensional.
Okay.
Getting hard evidence is going to be very difficult.
So talk about that. I mean, one of the skeptics will jump in with cryptids like Bigfoot and say, why don't we find a dead one? Why don't we find one rotting in the woods? Why don't we find, those kind of things? Interdimensional. So they're here and they're not here? Is that what you're saying?
I have, since I started investigating the paranormal, I've always thought that many of the things we run into come from a dimension parallel to Earth, and they find these windows or doorways, portals where they can get into our world, and we see them as real creatures, but only temporarily, and then they find those pathways back.
Now, Dave, I know you've delved into all kinds of cryptid subjects on your radio show. Do you buy into that at all? Do you think this stuff is just there? Because I know there's plenty of cryptozoologists that say, no, these are just flesh and blood animals. Nothing paranormal about them. We just haven't documented them. And they'll cite creatures like the coelacanth, which was thought to be extinct, but then, one was caught, and we know they're out there. What camp do you stand in as far as some of these creatures?
I think like everybody, I grew up watching shows like In Search Of and Sightings, and I'm looking for, the wow factor in life. And you see all these amazing things, and there's reports that people are sharing from all around the world. And is it real? Is it interdimensional? Is it ghosts of creatures past that have just walked by and we caught that moment in time as it walked across the road, to what for them was just a footbridge at some point? I don't know. I mean, that's the exciting part about what we do in the field. Every time I think I start to get my handle on something, I understand what we're investigating, it turns out to be something completely different. So, I don't know if we're going to ever find a real answer, and if we do get to the answer, does that just open up a whole Pandora's box of 10 million more creepy things that are going to come crawling out of the closet we weren't ready for?
Right, and the investigation, I know all of us do it, and Jeff, you as well. You got to investigate. It's now a post office, right? The building that was once the hotel where H.H. Holmes did most of his killing. What's it like when you stepped into that environment, when you investigated the basement of that? Tell us about it.
One of the turning points of my life when we got permission to go into the basement, it had been closed up for years, the post office. Imagine this, the United States Post Office with a basement that's not used by the employees because so many of the alarms kept going off. They had to write reports about it. They got tired of the reports. They all knew there was something down there. They sealed it off. When we got permission to go down, and I almost hate to admit this in front of such a great crowd, but I did not believe in the spiritual. I did not believe in the paranormal. I did not even believe in God.
I can't work with this man.
Wow, this was short.
Wait a minute. Let me finish. Wait. In 1 hour when I came back up, I believed in all three, especially God.
What happened? What happened down there that made you, get to that moment?
I don't, there's an energy down there. There is something there. It's what Harper's Magazine called it, the place that God allowed evil to run amok. And it said, if ever the paranormal is going to be proven, it will be at 63rd and Wallace in Chicago. And I agree. And we're going to go back down there next month with a full team and professional camera crews and see if we can record it this time.
Do you think going postal is no connection, right? Never. I'm sorry. That was too soon? No.
That was very good.
Okay. All right, John Zaffis, tell us about a case. We've talked. Sometimes, you're doing this, and we get to do this amazing thing full time. We're blessed to be able to pursue the unexplained as a job. And I know sometimes it gets trying, but we've talked about how it's always getting back out on a case reinvigorates you, And what is it about that investigation, stepping into something for the first time? Talk people through, even though you've been doing this for decades, what gets you excited when you're stepping into a case for the first time again?
Even though doing it 40 years and trying to figure all this out, it's still that quest. Because we're all looking for those magical answers. What happens to the spirit once it leaves the physical body? We know there's a heaven, there's a hell. We know there's all these different things. There's dimensional ways that we look at things today. And even though you're still going into it, whether it's something I'm reinvestigating, something new, it's still, you still have that drive behind it because we're looking for these answers. So that quest has never gone away. And a lot of times when you go in, you get involved with these things, there's always something new that comes up or will make you look at something from a different perspective, and people are going through hauntings and going through these things. And I think at the end of the day, if you're able to give somebody some type of information that can actually help them, then you really achieve something. But here again, I'm out there just like everybody else. I'm still looking for those golden answers. Where's that energy actually go when it leaves the physical body? Heaven, hell, it's interdimensional place.
Hooters. Hooters. That's where it goes. Question answered. Next.
They have great wings, I've heard. Go ahead.
Here again, one of these days, hopefully, before we all turn into ghosts, we'll have some of those answers. That's what I'm striving for.
Right on. Okay, Kris Williams, talk about what happens. I know you seem to have gotten more skeptical over the years that I've known you. But what happens when these stories get turned into TV shows? We've talked about how, talk about what happens when you find evidence that doesn't fit in with what the producer wants. How is that for you as an investigator, balancing between investigator and person that's also making a TV show?
I think that the biggest problem is a lot of times the show, like, being a producer, every story has a beginning, middle, and end. And the problem with reality TV is the end shouldn't be written out. We should know it until we've been in there and see, what unfolds. But I just don't think that the TV world is very comfortable with that. So they kind of almost see it maybe going in a certain direction. When it does, they kind of panic. So like, what do we do with this? What do we do with this? But for me, from the very beginning, I've just always been like, I'm going to be who I am, whether they like me or not. And even though I've been more of a history person rather than a paranormal person, I know that there's been people in the field that have been working at it forever and love it. And it's my job to not disrespect it and not to bring it down a notch or two. And I think there is a danger with that in reality TV in general, and it's hopefully something other investigators will try to, protect the field so that everybody doesn't look crazy in the end. I think that's my biggest worry, especially after I've only put 5 years in, and I want to protect it. I can't imagine being with you guys working at it as long as you have.
Okay, paranormal fashion. What looks best in the night vision? Go. Kris Williams.
Well, there's certain shirts that go see-through, so you have to avoid those.
We know. We've been watching the show. Thank you very much.
I'm wearing one right now.
The guys appreciate it when you make a fashion faux pas. Okay, what's the go-to fashion for night vision?
Layers, lots of layers. Because it took us a while to figure out what shirts were see-through, like I said. And then it's just, you're running around a dark location that has all kinds of animal stuff left behind. Dead bugs and spiders, so you don't go in there with your best clothes. And it was actually funny when Amy first started. She's like, doing her hair? I'm like, don't bother. Look nice when you first start, but just give up after that, because we're crawling through the nastiest places on the planet half the time.
Do you ever have fans come up to you and be like, you're not green with glowing eyes?
Everybody expects me to be a blonde. It's the dye. The dye turns our hair blonde. And
your hair's dyed?
I have highlights.
Boy, reality TV is fake. You just shattered everything I believed in. Oh my gosh. Dave, how do you get your hair so shiny?
I like to use tail and mane, Jeff. You laugh, but to me, it's still there. It's my reality.
Very good.
There's a dimension somewhere.
It's dimensional. It's no longer in this dimension. It's coming out of my nose and ear dimension.
I've seen it in other places, too. I don't want to talk about it. All right. In the beginning of the show, we said we were looking for Yoopers. I've got a crew in a spaceship right out in your parking lot doing some research. Let's check in with Sarah. Sarah, what have we learned so far about Yoopers?
Hey, Jeff, we think we're getting closer. We've gathered some descriptions from local witnesses. Apparently, they have unique vocalizations, wear flannel, and drink beer.
All right. Thank you, Sarah. We'll check back in with you guys. Dude, this is a crack team up there.
Oh, they're cracked, all right.
All right. Well, it sounds like they're getting closer. This is exciting. We might actually uncover a cryptid here tonight. I mean, right here in northern Michigan and the Upper Peninsula. Very exciting. Very exciting. Okay. So, Rosemary, talk to us about, you just put a book out about Ouija boards, which is such a polarizing topic. Who's petrified by screaming, like blood-curdling screams if you're scared of Ouija boards? That's never happened. Not a one. Who sleeps with one under their pillow? Blood-curdling scream. One.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. That's good. All right. But why does this become such a polarizing topic in the paranormal?
I think we have Hollywood to blame for a lot of the influence on our popular opinion about Ouija boards. They've been around for over a century. They're neutral. They're neither good nor bad. People have good experiences, neutral, no experiences, and bad experiences. They become a very convenient device in film for allowing demonic to come into an environment and laying waste. Witchboard really did a lot with that. The spirit that's attached to the Ouija board, and once it's in an environment, it starts killing everybody. The Exorcist also, that you can be possessed by using the Ouija board. When Rick Fisher and I set out to write the Ouija board book, Ouija Gone Wild, which just came out, our opinion was it's neutral.
It's a great title. It's a great title.
It's neutral, and we researched the history of the Ouija board and collected a lot of never-before-published experiences. And even though this device is neutral, like any other tool you could use, people have so many weird, whacked-out experiences, it just makes the mind boggle. So we want to know what's going on here. Why do people have so many weird and bad experiences with this particular tool as opposed to others? And I think people bring a lot of these fears and anxieties with them.
Right. Now, John, you must hear, I knew John's aunt and uncle when I was 10 years old, and I've heard many a phone call and story about the dangers of the Ouija board from Lorraine Warren. And what's your thoughts on him now? You've got a lot of perspective. Where do you stand on?
Well, again, looking at this, whether it's the Ouija board, tarot cards, the pendulum, these are tools, and people use the tools. It's the individuals that are doing the things. I've talked to a lot of people, even Rosemary and I just had this conversation earlier, where you can talk to individuals that played with a Ouija board. They've never had any bad experiences, nothing whatsoever. But again, we'll deal with the people that have had bad experiences. Is it the Ouija board per se? No. It's individuals that use these different things. We bring the energy in, we bring the spirit in, therefore, and that can't always be controlled whether it's a good spirit or a bad spirit. So here again, do I look at these different types of things, including the Ouija board, as something that's demonic and the devil created it? Not really. But it depends, on the circumstances. People use it. It's like playing Russian roulette with anything. You can bring something negative in. You can bring something positive in. Nothing might not happen at all.
Now, what's interesting to me about tools of investigating the paranormal, Jeff, you're new to this. You're new to the paranormal, and you're kind of going down the rabbit hole now. You started with family research, and it's led you to a place of spirituality, spirits, and so on. Are you using these tools, Ouija board or K2 meters, EMF meters, anything like that, or how are you going about this investigation of the post office?
Well, you're exactly right. I'm new to this, but every time I do one of these conferences, something like John just said, he's exactly right. To me, that Ouija board is an indicator of energy. When two human beings are connected to that Ouija board, and their brains are connected to the energy coming in, to me, that's far more complex than any piece of electronic anyone can invent. And I don't, just because these words or names have been given to Ouija board because we use them as we were children, I don't think it should be thrown out the window, right? And I actually think it's going to be taken into the basement next month when we do the investigation.
You're bringing a Ouija board?
I think so.
All right. If you get possessed, will you come on our shows, Dave?
Speak for yourself. His great-grandfather was a serial killer. You can go on 30-odd minutes. If Jeff makes it, you can come over and visit me.
If I get possessed, I'm going to come on and say, Dave's hair looks really good to me.
All right. Do you have a favorite Michigan legend, Rosemary?
I have not done very much research in Michigan, but I would say the Beast of Bray Road. I still think stands out as, that's Wisconsin, but it also stands in Michigan. These dogman legends are very strong. They go back to Native American times.
And, of course, Linda Godfrey is here.
Linda Godfrey is here.
Yep.
And it's one of our best cryptid ongoing cases in modern times.
Why do you think some of these, werewolves, and vampires, and these legends don't go away? They've been around for centuries. What makes them get reinvigorated, in these modern times of internet and cell phones and all that other stuff?
Well, people still have the same experiences that our ancestors did. And I think we reconnect with that on a very deep level of consciousness when we have the reaction. Even if we don't even know the stories go back thousands of years, we're still connected through some thread of ancestral consciousness that remembers.
Dave, most awkward moment on a ghost investigation at Eastern State Penitentiary with me in the dark near Al Capone's cell.
Still can't get clean.
What happened?
Jeff and I have shared one thing in common with Al Capone that not many people can say. We've both passed wind in Al Capone's cell. True story.
It's a true story.
We made that our reality.
We did. Okay, folks, on 30 Odd Minutes, our spaceship has a science lab, and we have a mad scientist named Dr. Dreck. And we've assigned him tonight to look into the Yooper. So let's check in and see how he's doing.
Greetings, oddballs. Dr. Dreck here, and I'm in search of the legendary creature, a Yooper. And I finally have positive proof of their existence in two different ways. The first bit of evidence is an audio recording I made out in the woods last night. Listen closely and you'll hear the sounds of Yoopers. What's happening, eh? Oh, I'm going store, eh? Now, let's replay that with the translation. What's happening, eh? Oh, I'm going store, eh? How's that for evidence? And if that's not enough, I was out there the other day with my old Super 8 movie camera, and I caught a Yooper right in my lens. Get a look at this. Look at that, the distinctive walk, the carriage, even took a look at me. Now, if that isn't conclusive evidence of the existence of Yoopers, I don't know what is. But I'll tell you one thing, it's all going to be in my new book, and I hope that you'll buy it when it comes out. It's called Real Freakin' Mysterious, eh? And I'm hoping to have a foreword written in it by, Warren Coleman, you know, foreword or a backword or a sideword or a crossword, something. Anyway, remember, keep looking for Yoopers.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Dreck. Man, we're getting close. How exciting is this? My gosh, it's in under a half hour. We've learned how they speak, where they live, what they look like. We've got audio recordings. We are getting close. Okay, so have any of you encountered a Yooper before? Do we have a Yooper story to share? Anyone? Okay, not all at once. Dave?
I've got nothing so far. I mean, I was still in search of last night somebody from Michigan that could actually sing karaoke. That's what I focused on.
Yooper?
You know, I'm going to get a couple of martinis and go out and look because you've excited me. Who cares about a Bigfoot? I want to find a Yooper.
You know what? I think tonight we may just solve the mystery of the elusive Yooper for certain. All right, this is an amazing place. The Upper Peninsula is beautiful. It's gorgeous. We've got so many people. John, talk about these conferences in general. You know, when you get to see these people, folks like us, we bump into each other all over the country. Fans like these guys that we keep running into. Why do we keep coming back again and again? What is it about this community?
It's intriguing. Everybody's looking for those answers. Everybody's trying to figure out what's going on, and that's what I think keeps a lot of us going. That's what keeps these guys coming back. They're more intrigued. They're looking for more information. It's great to bond. It's great to intermingle with everybody. And like he said, then we get together and have a couple of martinis, and we see different spirits.
We do. Very soon. Very soon. Kris Williams, the weirdest thing a fan ever gave you as a gift. Excluding the lock of hair I gave you.
That was still attached to him.
I had this one guy who was sending me a box a month, and it was one of those deals I'm like, am I going to find a head in this thing?
And did you?
No, but it reeks of really bad cologne, and there'd be like handwritten letters and these cards saying something about like drugs and stuff he was doing, like just crazy stuff. But then he'd have like a bunch of stuff that he saw on my MySpace, this is how long ago, MySpace page, stuff that I liked. So I'm like, this guy is weird.
What space?
Dave, could you please...
I know, what space?
Could you please apologize to Kris?
I know what you're talking about. I don't think it's such a bad cologne.
All right. Okay, we got to check in with the crew one more time. I know they're probably getting antsy. Let's see what's going on.
Dr. Dreck's evidence has led us right to a Yooper, Jeff. We have one cornered.
Where are you?
We're sending the ship down in the parking lot. We'll meet you at the bar right away.
Okay, at the bar. Folks, you heard him. We got to get to the bar. We are going to see proof positive of a Yooper. Thank you, guys. Thank you to the panel. Thank you to...